Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. I call it Teaching on the Tube. Anyhow, I'm a retired teacher of 32 and a half years, and now this morning it's been raining out there, so what does a teacher do when she's bored at home? She starts teaching on YouTube. But anyhow, I want to talk about three things today in regards to, now that you've made a decision, hey, let's go through with this plan. We've been wanting to move to the beach, get a second home on the beach. Let's get started with this plan, with this goal, trying to reach this goal. So I'm going to talk about three things today, and in the process, and y'all, it's just a process. I've worked with people for 3 months, 5 days, 3 years or more, and we ended up accomplishing the goal when it was time, and you'll know. Anyhow, the very first thing you need to establish is a budget. As bad as we hate to, I just love looking, and I get to go in the condos and I ooh and ah over them, but at some point we have to have some sort of budget. Now, some people have been putting money away, setting aside for an event like this for a long time, and the budget's set from how much they're willing to take out of that pot to spend on a condo. That's wonderful. That makes it a little bit easier. Next of all, one way you can set up your budget is using a lender, and there's several lenders down here to use. And the lender, through the process, and y'all, it's all online. You just tap online and you start answering their questions, and takes 10 to 20 minutes in some cases, and the lender will help you establish a budget from the answers that you give. Now, that is temporary. That gets you into the door, and that gives us a budget to start with and a pre-approval letter, and you want the pre-approval letter. Some offers on the MLS ahead of time, you need to send, hey, this client has already been pre-approved, Anyhow, so you set up a budget online, you choose a lender. So I'm going to talk about some lenders that I'm very comfortable with using, that Jonathan's comfortable with using, and that are very popular down here. My go-to person, and she'll answer her phone for me at just when I need her. It'll be on the weekend. She knows I'm busy. She'll even send a text out, hey, you guys, if you're busy showing this weekend, if you need me to answer some quick questions or some help with a client, shoot me an email. Her name is Kim McConnell. She is local, and it's so important, and I know I've gone over this on another video. It is so important, if you're buying a condo, to use a local lender. It's their forte. They know what to do. You're not going to have to get documents or go through processes unnecessary when you're using a local lender. You decide, hey, we're going to use our lender from home. No one can stop you, but so you hear horror stories about how it didn't work out. They used their lender. You didn't tell them to use a local lender. Anyhow, that's just some of the discussion that we have amongst ourselves as realtors and teaching how to go about this. So Kim McConnell is my go-to person. Jonathan has used Stacy Gonzalez quite frequently. My sister-in-law in Fort Walton, when her sister was looking down here and I was representing Wanda and Harold as a realtor, they ended up using Stacy Gonzalez, and Stacy was able to save them some money. Another person that is very, very popular down here that I hear friends of mine use, and he and I have worked on some things, but we haven't gone through the entire process and closed a loan yet, but Mr. Joey Parker. Joey is very, very popular. He's very efficient and very, very helpful. So through a lender, you will be able to set your budget. All right, got that done. Michelle, this is my budget. You can type me in a text, or you can send it to me in an email. Next of all, you need a realtor. Unless you are spectacular at working from afar and you've got some way of doing that, most people use a realtor when they're looking to buy a condo because you need the help. Anyhow, as a realtor, I am going to help you. Well, first of all, we listen to our buyers. That's our job. We kind of get a feel for what they want to do, and then we start teaching them, this is what we're going to do first, this is what we're going to do second, this is what we're going to do third. All right, so the third thing that we're going to do, now that you have a realtor, we have an MLS for realtors. In the MLS for realtors, I can put in a budget, I can put in your email, I can sift through things you say, we don't want that, we want here, we don't want there. We can tailor it to what you want. There is a program called the Collab Center. And through the Collab Center, you get every single thing that is on the Baldwin County MLS, the exact same thing that I have that I'm going to send and show you. Now, it's a different platform. It is a platform connected, a part of the MLS for Baldwin County Realtors, but it's called the Collab Center. It is for buyers and sellers. Literally, I can make a recommendation. You can mark what you like. You can mark what you dislike. I set it up so the buyers that I'm working with, once we get established, okay, this is definitely the ballpark, 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom, however, 4-bedroom, or I want it over this many square feet. Once I get it set up to meet your needs and to show you what we have available in Baldwin County, you will get an email and it'll have all the listings there for you. And it's important that you sit down, you take some time. I heard one person doing it. It came in on Thursday and Thursday afternoon were their quiet time, and they would just sit and literally go through listing after listing. The unbelievable part about this, you guys, 80% of all the searching is done just this way online. And it's getting higher and higher and higher, especially as people are using YouTube the way people are using YouTube. So I'm going to put you on the Collab Center. It'll come to your email. You'll get an introductory email, and your email will be your username, and you'll set up your own password, and then you'll get used to the platform. And what's great about that, businessmen, I remember the first time that I really paid attention or noticed what Jonathan works with a lot of investors that just call him from all over the country. And the guy was on the phone and said, Jonathan, that is the best thing that you ever gave me, is that Collab Center. But in the Collab Center, you can look at the taxes, you can look at the history of the place, you can go to the maps attached to it, the maps of all the land in Baldwin County. It will show you the exact lot. It'll give you the dimensions. That Collab Center is fantastic. Now, it really helps me if when you go on that Collab Center, you pay attention to the 4 different categories. When I send you something, or you happen to get it from someplace else, or you're driving around and you shoot me a text, Michelle, what about this? What about that? Because a lot of times I'll start off and we'll have 5 places we're going to. By the end of the day, we went to 8. Because along the way, someone found something, I got on the phone, and I got us in another place. But you want to go through that and start marking with the heart the ones that you like, that are your favorite, the ones you dislike, because you're just going to buy one condo at the beginning. Usually people buy one at a time. So what you're doing is you're sifting out, you're just throwing out, no, I don't like that one, no, I don't like that one. And now they're always back there, so you can go back to look at them, because we've sold many a one that got thrown in the trash and then we re-looked at it. But anyhow, go through there in all seriousness and show me what you like by how you tap on it, or just email it to me. Or when you're coming down, That'll be the beginning. Some people, the other day, Mr. Dan came in and he shot me a text and he had 13 properties. And so what I did is I went back to MLS, I looked up every single one of them, and once we go look at them, we literally can plan a route of what to go to first and then end up at a certain point, or we can reverse it if we need to. Okay, so part of the game plan is to, number one, establish a budget. Know where you begin and where you end. Now, let me tell you something. Everybody wants the nicest place that they can afford, me included. We ended up across the street from the beach back in 22, and it was the nicest place. When you see that place that is really, really pretty, sometimes that budget gets pushed a little. As a realtor, people get upset if I try to push the budget. I don't want to do that, okay? You know your budget. You're the one that's going to pay the loan. I'm going to help you with that. Now, sometimes I have to teach people what that budget will buy. That's part of my job. I do that all the time. Okay, but back to, I'm kind of going over, I'm trying to summarize this video. I get so long-winded, y'all, I apologize. But you know I did teach for 32 and a half years, and I got used to having the floor a lot. Anyhow, so you'll set the budget. Second, you'll select a realtor. Yay! And you picked me. Thank you so much. I love doing this, and my favorite part is getting to show you all those places. But as a realtor, number 3, I'm going to set you up on the Collab Center, which is for buyers and sellers. It is your MLS. It is what you're going to use, what I'm going to use. We're going to communicate together on there. And you're going to say, I like this, I don't like that. You're going to throw them out, and then you're also going to give them a heart, the ones that you really, really like. All right, y'all. I love this teaching on the tube. The way that you can, yesterday or early this morning, I got 2 comments on our Navy Cove Harbor address and wanting to know some questions. So on YouTube, you can ask me a question. I gave you my cell phone. I only have one phone. You can shoot me a text. I gave you my email. All right, you guys. See you next time. Take a look at that Collab Center for me. Okay, send me an email or text. And if you're coming down, give me a call. Talk to you later. See ya. Bye-bye from the beach.